What if our rovers discovered ancient alien ruins hidden beneath the ice of Titan? You'd probably be thrilled, right? It sounds like the greatest scientific discovery in human history. The ultimate confirmation that we are not alone. But I gotta tell you the terrifying truth. Finding an extinct alien civilization right next door wouldn't be a triumph. It'd be devastating. In fact, it would be the absolute worst possible news humanity could ever receive. I know it sounds insane. You're thinking, wait, finding aliens is bad. But stick with me. In a few minutes, I'll show you why finding a single microscopic bacterium on Mars is vastly more terrifying than a global nuclear war. I'll reveal the inescapable technological trap waiting for us, and the real reason the deadly silence of the universe is actually a blaring siren warning us of our impending doom. To understand this dark cosmic truth, we need to look at how life actually develops. Every single planet begins the exact same way: pure inorganic chemistry, raw chemical elements dissolved in a warm liquid. Then, a critical chemical reaction occurs. Those elements combine to form self-replicating molecules. The first simple single-celled life appears. Step 1 is complete. But the universe doesn't care. Life must keep advancing or it will die out. Single cells merge to create multicellular organisms. Eventually, one species takes the next extremely dangerous step. If you love exploring the terrifying mysteries of our universe, take a quick second right now to subscribe to Raboscience and smash that like button. That species risks everything to evolve a massive, energy-hungry brain. They forge complex tools. Because of this intelligence, they dominate the food chain and build a planetary civilization. That is exactly where humanity is standing right now. But life has an undeniable instinct. It naturally wants to expand. Every planet has strictly limited space and finite resources. Plus, our sun has an expiration date. If a dominant species wants to survive long-term, it's gotta leave its homeworld. The next evolutionary steps seem obvious. First, colonize our solar system. Then, expand to nearby stars. Eventually, become a galaxy-spanning empire. This is a universal rule of survival. If an alien species is smart and aggressive enough to rule its planet, it won't just peacefully stop there. It will conquer the stars. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you honestly think we're ever going to leave our solar system? Or are we permanently stuck on this rock? Look at the hard scientific numbers. The Milky Way galaxy is unimaginably huge, holding hundreds of billions of planets. At least 10 billion are Earth-like worlds in the habitable zone. And the kicker? Many of these planets have been around for billions of years, longer than Earth. That gives them a massive evolutionary head start. If the numbers are right, the night sky should be full of advanced alien civilizations. The galaxy should be packed with interstellar activity. Today, we're finding worlds that hold liquid water. The chemical ingredients for life are everywhere. The cosmic stage is perfectly set. But when we aim our massive radio receivers at the stars, what do we actually hear? Absolute, deafening silence. Space appears completely empty and utterly dead. Where did everybody go? Why is the universe a giant abandoned ghost town? This glaring contradiction brings us to the most terrifying concept in astrophysics: the Great Filter. You remember what I promised at the very beginning? This is it. The Great Filter is the most plausible explanation for the dead silence of the stars. It's an extremely harsh, unforgiving cosmic roadblock sitting somewhere on that evolutionary staircase. And its nature is brutal. The Great Filter is brutal. It destroys almost every form of life before it can go any farther. It physically prevents them from ever becoming a galactic civilization. It is not a warning. It is a death barrier. Almost every species that reaches it loses. They all crash into the same limit, and they all disappear. If the Great Filter is a real physical barrier, There are only two possible scenarios for humanity's future. One means we're incredibly lucky. We beat the house and we're totally safe. The other means our entire species is already doomed, walking on borrowed time. The scenario we're living in depends entirely on answering one single, horrifying question. Where exactly is this deadly filter located on the staircase? Is it safely behind us in our distant past? Or is it waiting patiently for us right around the next corner? Let's look at scenario 1. The filter is entirely behind us. This means humanity has already survived the hardest part of existence. We beat the astronomical odds. What step was so difficult that it wiped out everyone else? Assume bacteria are common everywhere. What about the jump to complex life? Over 2 billion years ago, a primitive cell swallowed another tiny cell. Instead of digesting it, they miraculously merged. The smaller cell became a microscopic power plant, which we call the mitochondria. Without this freak accident, complex animal life would absolutely never exist. Period. Maybe billions of planets are completely covered in basic bacteria right now, but none ever had that one lucky cellular merger. Or perhaps the Great Filter was the evolution of a highly intelligent brain. We genuinely think intelligence is the ultimate winning ticket. But biologically speaking, a large brain is actually a terrible investment. They're fragile, eat massive amounts of calories, and take years to fully develop. If you get into a brutal fistfight with a hungry grizzly bear, your big brain is not gonna save you. Muscles and claws are much better survival tools. Being smart doesn't guarantee you win at evolution. If the filter is safely behind us, we can finally breathe a huge sigh of relief. Humanity is safe. We might actually be the first civilization destined to rule the Milky Way. But what about scenario 2? What if the Great Filter is still waiting aggressively ahead of us? Imagine tomorrow morning, NASA holds that emergency broadcast showing undeniable proof of alien ruins on Titan. If we find that tomorrow, our incredible luck has just completely run out. Finding ancient ruins proves that life and evolution are extremely common. It proves that going from dead chemistry to complex alien cities happens everywhere. But remember the terrifying truth. The universe is still completely, utterly silent. If building a planetary civilization is common, but the galaxy remains empty, what does that mean? It means the Great Filter hasn't happened to us yet. The deadly barrier is waiting in our near future. Every alien civilization before us reached advanced technology and then died. They hit a massive brick wall, and it heavily implies that humanity is simply next in line for the slaughter. This is exactly why finding a microscopic bacterium on Mars is more terrifying than a nuclear war. Any life found out there means the filter is ahead of us. It's an absolute cosmic executioner. A true Great Filter must be totally absolute to keep the galaxy completely empty for billions of years. It's gotta be a technological trap so blindingly obvious that every single advanced species walks right into it, and perfectly deadly so absolutely no one survives. So, what is the trap? How will we actually destroy ourselves? Right now, as technology advances at breakneck speed, we clearly see the edges of this dark abyss. First, there is technology spiraling completely out of our control. We're racing blindly toward artificial general intelligence, or AGI. Silicon Valley is pouring billions into making machines smarter than us. A runaway superintelligence could effortlessly wipe us out. And the scariest part? It might not even hate us. If its program goals simply don't align with our biological survival, we become collateral damage. When you pave over an anthill to build a highway, you don't hate the ants. You just need the space. To an AGI, we might just be the ants. Then there's the terrifying potential of biological weapons. We're actively learning to rewrite the biological code of life. That same life-saving technology could easily be weaponized. A lone, radical extremist could engineer a highly contagious supervirus with a 100% mortality rate. It could silently spread across the globe and permanently crash our entire ecosystem before governments even know what hit them. Finally, the most insidious trap is resource destruction and runaway climate change. Any species competitive enough to conquer its planet is naturally aggressive and hungry for growth. A growing civilization needs unimaginable amounts of energy. But what if gathering that energy inevitably destroys the planet before they can leave it? A civilization might completely exhaust its homeworld before figuring out interstellar travel. You drill for oil, burn fossil fuels, and poison the air. The oceans boil. They become prisoners on a dying rock, choking to death on the ashes of their own relentless progress. It's the ultimate tragic irony. The technology that made them great kills them. That is the technological trap. And that is exactly why finding alien life, even a dead ruin, would be a total nightmare. The more common life is in the cosmos, the closer we are to the executioner's block. Finding ancient ruins on Titan would mean our own destruction is virtually guaranteed. Right now, the absolute best-case scenario for humanity is a lonely, cold, empty universe. We should actively hope Mars is completely sterile. We should pray the galaxy harbors nothing but silent planets. Because a dead universe means we still have a fighting chance. It means we have already won the cosmic lottery, and the deadliest part is safely behind us. An empty galaxy is not a tragic thing. It's an untouched frontier. It's an open canvas just waiting for humanity to finally arrive and claim it. If you enjoyed exploring the dark mysteries of the cosmos with me today, hit that like button, share this with someone, and make sure you subscribe to Rabo Science. I'll see you in the next one.